Dear students, Namaste and welcome back to a new mathematics session. In the previous session, we have completed chapter number 11, Constructions. Hope you have revised well. And also I have given to you a formula sheet from the chapter Surface Area and Volume. Hope you have by-hearted the formulae. In today's session, we shall discuss problems from the chapter Surface Area and Volume. Let's move on to the topic. Before starting the session, let's recall the formulae from the chapter Surface Area and Volume. The first shape is cuboid. Length is represented by the letter L, breadth is represented by B, and height is represented by H. Then the volume is L into B into H. Lateral surface area is 2H into L plus B, and the total surface area is 2 into LH plus BH plus LB. Next shape is cuboid. The side of the cuboid is represented by the letter A. Then the volume is A cube. Lateral surface area is 4A square and the total surface area is 6A square. Next is a right circular cylinder. The height of the cylinder is represented by the letter H and the radius is represented by the letter R. Then the volume is pi r square H. Lateral surface area is 2 pi r H and the total surface area is 2 pi r into H plus R. Next one is a right circular cone. The height is represented by H, radius is represented by the letter R, and the slant height is represented by the letter L. Then the volume is 1 by 3 pi r square H. Lateral surface area or curved surface area is pi rl, and the total surface area is pi r into L plus R. Next shape is sphere, where the radius is represented by the letter R. Then the volume is given by the formula 4 by 3 into pi r cube. Curved surface area is 4 pi r square and the total surface area also the same formula 4 pi r square. Next shape is hemisphere. Like the previous one sphere, here also radius is represented by the letter R. Then the volume is 2 by 3 pi r cube and the curved surface area is 2 pi r square and the total surface area is 3 pi r square. Move on to the first question from exercise 13.1. Two cubes each of volume 64 cm cube are joined end to end. Find the surface area of the resulting cuboid. Here, first of all, we have to go through the question and we have to draw a rough figure. Means we have to visualize the question. Then it will be easy for us to calculate. Two cubes are given to us and the volume of each cube is 24 cm cube. And they are joining end to end. Find the surface area of the resulting cuboid. Two cubes are joining together means you will get a cuboid. So there is one cube and the side is A and one more cube is also there, the same measurement because the volume is same 64 cm cube. And here it is given to us volume of one cube is 64 cm cube and we don't know the side length. So first of all, by using the given condition, that means by using the volume, we have to calculate the side of the cube. So volume of cube, we know the formula, that is side cube or A cube is equal to 64 cm cube. Then A cube is equal to 64 cm cube. Then A cube is equal to 64, we can factorize and write it as 4 cube, 4 into 4 into 4. From here A we will get A is equal to 4. Now we have got the side of the cube, that is 4 cm. Means according to the condition, the two cubes are joined end to end. So the first cube is here and the next cube is joining to one end. So we will get a cuboid like this. And next what we have to do is we have to find out the surface area of the cuboid. Surface area of cuboid formula we know 2 into LB plus BH plus LH. Means we need length, breadth and height. And when you look at the diagram, it is quite clear that here this length is A and here another length is given, that is also A. So when these two cubes are joining end to end means the length of the resulting cuboid will be A plus A, that is 2A, and there is no change in the height. Height will remain the same, that is A, and width also remain the same, that is A. So that we have to mark it as it is in the resultant cuboid. Then length of the cuboid is a plus a. A plus a in the sense we have got a. A is 4. So 4 plus 4 is equal to 8 centimeter. Then breadth is same as the side of the cube, that is 4 centimeter, and height also 4 centimeter. Then we have to write down L is equal to 8, B is equal to 4, and H is equal to 4. So the area of cuboid, let's recall the formula for surface area of cuboid, that is 2 into LB plus BH plus HL or LH. So surface area of cuboid formula we have to write, then just substitute it. 2 into LB, that is 8 into 4, plus BH 4 into 4, plus HL in the sense 4 into 8. Then when we calculate 2 into 8 into 4, that is 32, 4 into 4 16, 4 into 8 32, that is 2 into 32 plus 16 plus 32. When we add these three terms we will get as 80. So 2 into 80, that is equal to 160 centimeter square. That is the required answer. Move on to question number 2. Question is, a vessel is in the form of a hollow hemisphere mounted by a hollow cylinder. The diameter of the hemisphere is 14 centimeter and the total height of the vessel is 13 centimeter. Find the inner surface area of the vessel. Let's go through the question again. A vessel is in the form of a hollow hemisphere mounted by a hollow cylinder. Here combination of shapes are given to you. So a vessel is in the form of a hemisphere. A hollow hemisphere is there. Hollow hemisphere in the sense inside is empty. So hollow hemisphere mounted by a hollow cylinder means one end of the cylinder hollow sphere is attached. That's all. Hollow hemisphere is attached. So the diameter of the hemisphere is given to us 14 centimeter. From the diameter we will be able to calculate the radius, that is 14 by 2, 7 centimeter. And the total height of the vessel, the overall height of the vessel means including the hemisphere and the cylinder, together height is 13 centimeter. Find the inner surface area of the vessel means inside area we have to calculate. So let's visualize the question. There is a hollow hemisphere and mounted by a hollow cylinder means on top of this hemisphere there is a cylinder is attached. Now let's just mark the measurements here. So the diameter is 14 centimeter we have drawn here, and then the total height is given to us 13 centimeter. Then if diameter is 14 centimeter means radius, this is the radius, this one is radius and this also the radius only. So the length of the radius or the measurement of the radius is 14 by 2, that is 7 centimeter. We can mark all these things in the diagram so that it will be easy for us to calculate. Now this length is 7 centimeter in the sense it is easy to calculate the height of the cylinder means the total height is 13. From 13 if you subtract 7 we will get the height of the cylinder. So the height of the cylinder is 13 minus 7, that is equal to 6 centimeter. Now let's write down the shapes measurement separately. First of all, hemisphere radius is 7 centimeter. This is the radius. Then for cylinder radius is same 7 centimeter because both are attached end to end. So the radius will be same. So R is 7 centimeter and the height of the cylinder is, here we calculated, 6 centimeter. Then inner surface area of the vessel we can calculate. Inner surface area of the vessel means inside area of this vessel. Means inside area in the sense here it is a hollow cylinder and hollow hemisphere means upside is open and here hemisphere upside also open only. So the surface area in the sense curved surface area of the cylinder plus curved surface area of the hemisphere. If we add together we will get the inside surface area of the vessel. That is curved surface area of hemisphere plus curved surface area of cylinder. Curved surface area in short form we can write CSA. It's not a problem. Then when we substitute it, curved surface area of hemisphere is 2 pi r square. Curved surface area of cylinder is 2 pi r h. So remember here total surface area is not calculated because it is a hollow hemisphere and a hollow cylinder and we are asked to calculate the inner surface area of the vessel. So we need to add the curved surface area of cylinder and curved surface area of hemisphere only. Let's substitute it. That is, before substitution two ways you can do this question. So either you can substitute and go for simplification, it's not a problem, that will be little lengthy, or else in the formula itself we can just do the factorization so that the calculation will be very easy for you. So 2 pi r square here, 2 pi r h on the second term, and when you look at the formulas here, 2 pi r is common. So 2 pi r you take common outside, and here there is r balance. So r plus here 2 pi r is outside, h is balanced. So 2 pi r into r plus h we have got. Let's substitute it here. 2 into pi value is 22 by 7 into r radius is 7 centimeter into r plus h. R plus h in the sense r is 7, h is 6 substituted here. Then 2 into 22 by 7 into 7 plus 6 we have got as 13. Now this 7 and 7 we can cancel, and we will get balance 2 into 22 into 13. That is equal to 572 centimeter square. So the inner surface area of the vessel is 572 centimeter square. Next we shall discuss question number 3. The question is, a toy is in the form of a cone of radius 3.5 centimeter mounted on a hemisphere of the same radius. The total height of the toy is 15.5 centimeter. Find the total surface area of the toy. Here also a combination of shapes are given. A toy is in the form of a cone. There is a cone, radius 3.5 centimeter, mounted on a hemisphere of same radius. Means here the shapes are cone and hemisphere. And let's visualize the question. There is a hemisphere and a cone is mounted on top of the hemisphere. And the total height of the toy is given to us 15.5 centimeter. Then the radius is 3.5 centimeter. Means radius of the cone and the radius of the hemisphere both are same, that is 3.5 centimeter. Now we are asked to find out the total surface area of the toy. So here the total surface area of the toy is curved surface area of cone plus curved surface area of hemisphere. Total surface area in the sense the area of surfaces which are visible to us. So here when we look at from outside, it is visible, curved surface area of cone is visible, and the curved portion of the hemisphere also visible. So when we add these two curved surface areas, we will get the total surface area of the toy. So here total length is given to us 15.5 centimeter. If this is 15.5 centimeter means here the radius of the hemisphere is 3.5. So the height of the cone easily we can calculate, similar to the previous question. From 15.5 we have to subtract 3.5. So from 15.5, 3.5 going means the balance is 12. So 12 centimeter is the height of the cone. Now hemisphere portions measurements we have to write. Only radius is there for hemisphere. So radius is 3.5 centimeter. Then CSA of hemisphere we will calculate. This is another way of calculation. In the previous question we have done together, and here we are calculating separately. Which one is convenient for you? That method you can follow. It's not a problem. Calculation is not a matter. So curved surface area of hemisphere formula is 2 pi r square. That is 2 into pi value is 22 by 7 into radius is 3.5 square. That is equal to 2 into 22 by 7 into 3.5 square. We can write it as 3.5 into 3.5. That is 2 into 22 into this 7 and 3.5 we can cancel. We will get 0.5 into this 3.5 same as it is. When you multiply these four numbers, we will get as 77 centimeter square. Please do not copy the answer. You must calculate the value. You must do the multiplication. Then you have to show it on the right side of your answer sheet. So then only you have to write the answer as 77 centimeter square. That is a curved surface area of hemisphere. Then next cone portion. So cone, there are two measurements. R is given to us 3.5 centimeter. It is here. And the height we have calculated, that is 15.5 minus 3.5, that is 12 centimeter. We have already calculated and shown here. Then for curved surface area of cone, the formula is pi r L. So here L we need to calculate. So before calculating itself, you must have a clear-cut idea that what are the measurements you required for finding out the curved surface area. of cone, especially in the case of cone, because there always one term will be missing. R, H and L will be there, one will be missing. So you may have to calculate the third quantity. So you must be careful. Here we know the formula L square is equal to H square plus R square. So L square is equal to H is 12 square plus R is 3.5 square. That is equal to 12 square plus this 3.5 is a decimal value. So for easy calculation, just write it as 7 by 2. 7 by 2 is 3.5 only. So this is my way of calculation. So you can just do another way also. 3.5 directly multiply and write also. It's not a problem. So that is equal to 12 square is 144 plus 7 square is 49 and 2 square is 4. So 144 plus 49 by 4 we will get. That is equal to, just take 4 as common LCM. So 4, if you take LCM, 4 you have to multiply here. That is 144 into 4 plus 49 divided by the common LCM is 4. Once again, here 49 only having the denominator 4. So we have to take common LCM 4. Since here there is no denominator, you have to multiply 4 with 144. So 144 into 4 plus 49 divided by 4. That is equal to 144 into 4, that is 576 plus 49 divided by 4, that is equal to 625 by 4. So this is the purpose. So here you see both numerator and denominator we got perfect square. For that purpose only we have written 3.5 as 7 by 2. So this is easy way of calculation. Then when you calculate L from here, square root of 625 by 4, that is equal to square root of 625 is 25, square root of 4 is 2. So 25 by 2, we know that half of 25 is 12.5 centimeter. So all the required measurements we have got. Then we have to go for curved surface area of cone, that is equal to pi r L. Pi is 22 by 7, r is 3.5, L we have got just now 12.5. Then here 7 and 3.5 we can cancel. 7 and 3.5, when you cancel it, you will get us 0.5. The remaining terms are same. 22 into 0.5 into 12.5. That is equal to, we will get the answer as 137.5 centimeter square. So now we have got curved surface area of hemisphere as 77 centimeter square. Then curved surface area of cone as 137.5 centimeter square. Now we have to go for finding the total surface area of the toy. Total surface area of the toy is equal to CSA of cone plus CSA of hemisphere. That is 77 plus 137.5. We have to add both the quantities. So we will get the answer as 214.5 centimeter square. As I said before, you have to do the calculation on the right side of your notebook and then only you have to write the answer. Don't simply copy the answer. So finally, we have got the answer, total surface area of the toy as 214.5 centimeter square. Move on to question number 4. The question is, a cubical block of side 7 centimeter is surmounted by a hemisphere. What is the greatest diameter the hemisphere can have? Find the surface area of the solid. Here a cubical block, a cube is given of side 7 centimeter is surmounted by a hemisphere. Surmounted in the sense just keeping on top of another one. Surmounted by a hemisphere. What is the greatest diameter of the hemisphere? So the greatest possible diameter we have to calculate. Find the surface area of the solid. So it's only merely sentences are given to us. So let's visualize the question. So there is a cubical block of side 7 centimeter. So it's marked here and the cubical block also is here. Then surmounted by a hemisphere means on top of that there is a hemisphere is fixed. So you must note that the hemisphere is just exactly fit into the top of the cube. Then what is the greatest diameter of the hemisphere can have? And here side of the cube is given to us 7 centimeter. That we have to write from the question. Then the greatest diameter of the hemisphere is equal to the side of the cube. Greatest diameter of the hemisphere in the sense diameter comes here. This portion is the diameter. So the maximum possible length is 7 centimeter because it is keeping on top of the cube. So the maximum possibility is the length of the diameter must be 7 centimeter. It should not exceed 7. So that is the maximum value. So let's draw it. This is the maximum length possible, that is 7 centimeter. So the first part answer is over. Then radius of the hemisphere. Radius of the hemisphere is, now we know that this is the diameter. Diameter half is the radius. So 7 by 2, that is equal to 7 by 2, 3.5. If you want, you can write, or else keep 7 by 2, because this numerator 7 means it is very good for us, because we are just multiplying with the pi. Pi value is 22 by 7. So that 7 and 7 will be cancelled. Calculation will be easy for us. Or else simply you can write 3.5. The calculation method you can choose by your own wish, as your own wish. So surface area of solid is equal to total surface area of cube. So the entire surface of cube I am taking, plus the visible portion is this one, curved surface area of hemisphere. So that also we have added. Then there is some portion is not visible, that is area of circle. Area of circle in the sense, you can see this hemisphere is keeping on top of the cube, means the base of the hemisphere, that is the circular portion, is just attached with the top of this cube, means that circular portion is not visible. So a portion which is not visible, no need to include in the total surface area. That means that portion we have to eliminate, or we have to subtract. That is what it is given here, minus area of circle. Once again, total surface area of this shape in the sense the area of the portions which is visible for us. So first of all, I have taken the whole portion, the cube whole portion I have taken, that is total surface area of cube. And next visible portion is this curved portion of hemisphere, that is CSA of hemisphere. Then I have taken in the beginning the entire cube, total surface of that particular cube. But this portion, the circular portion of that cube is not visible for us, because it is covered by the hemisphere. So that portion we have to subtract, minus area of circle. So this is the normal method. Previously, I just introduced to you two methods. One is doing together and taking common factor and calculating the answers. And next one is separately just calculating the areas and adding. And these two methods are the common methods. And here, from here onwards, I am using this method. All the areas adding together, I'm not calculating separately. So which one is convenient for you, that method you can choose, it's not a problem. So here total surface area of cube, that is 6a square, and curved surface area of hemisphere, that is 2 pi r square, minus area of circle. Area of circle is pi r square. So remember, some people may think from where this area of circle comes. So area of circle in the sense, this is the base area of hemisphere. Hemisphere base is circular shape. That portion is not visible for us. That's why it is subtracted. Then here 6a square plus, here you can see 2 pi r square minus pi r square. 2 pi r square minus pi r square is pi r square. Then just substitute it, 6 into a, the side of the cube, that is 7. 7 into 7 plus pi value is 22 by 7 into radius of the hemisphere, that is 7 by 2. So 7 by 2 into 7 by 2. Then just to cancel the 7, and there is 2 and 22, we can cancel it, 11. That is 6 into 7 into 7. When we multiply, we will get 294. Yeah, you must do the calculation on the right side of your answer booklet or on your notebook. Then here 7 into 11 into 7, 77 by 2, that is 38.5. When we add these two quantities, we will get us 332.5 centimeter square. That is the surface area of the solid. We shall discuss question number 5. The question is, hemispherical depression is cut out from one face of a cubical wooden block such that the diameter L of the hemisphere is equal to the edge of the cube. Determine the surface area of the remaining solid. Let's go through the question again. A hemispherical depression. Hemispherical depression is cut out from one face of a cubical wooden block. Here, just I will give you an example of this portion. Hemispherical depression is cut out from one face of a cubical wooden block. Suppose you are having a box of ice cream with you, that is in the shape of cube or cuboid, and from there you are scooping out a particular portion like a hemisphere. You are taking out a hemispherical portion from that box of ice cream. The balance, the remaining portion which is with you, that is this one. A hemispherical depression is cut out from one face of a cubical wooden block. That is an example. So just imagine that way. Here a hemispherical depression is cut out from one face of a cubical wooden block. The diameter L of the hemisphere is equal to edge of the cube. This is the only condition given to us. There is no other values are given, only a letter diameter L is given to us. Determine the surface area of the remaining solid. The remaining solid looks like the example which I have given to you. Means from a box of ice cream, if you are scooping out a hemispherical portion, the balance what you are having with you, that is the example. Here there is a cube, the edge of the cube is L, so edge of the cube is given to us L, and a hemispherical depression is cut out from one face of cubical wooden block. From this face I am just removing a hemispherical portion, so this portion is removed. Then given to us diameter of the hemisphere is equal to edge of the cube, so this is the diameter of the hemisphere, that is equal to the edge, that is L. So let's label it the diameter as L. So radius of the hemisphere we can calculate, that is diameter by 2, that is equal to L by 2. So we are asked to calculate the surface area of the remaining solid. So surface area of the remaining solid, in the sense the remaining solid will look like this. So there is a cuboid, from that cuboid hemisphere is gone. That means the remaining solid will look like this. So the 5 faces will be there for the cuboid, and on the top this portion, the curved portion is visible for us, and the circular portion is not with us, it is gone. So the remaining solid looks like a cuboid 5 faces and this curved portion, and when you look at this one, this is just like a circle on top, that is not visible. Okay, so here the total surface area of cube means the entire cube I have taken, and when you look at the top of the cube, this portion is visible, that is CSA of hemisphere. So total surface area cube and CSA of hemisphere we have added. Then from the total surface area of cube, this circular portion is also gone, it is not visible for us. So minus area of circle. But remember, this portion is visible because this is just like in depth it is visible. How you are just scooping out ice cream from the box. So this portion is visible for us, but the circle is not available there. That's why plus CSA of hemisphere minus area of circle. So let's substitute the formula. TSA of cube, that is 6a square, plus CSA of hemisphere, that is 2 pi r square, minus area of circle. Area of circle formula is pi r square. Now 2 pi r square minus pi r square we can do calculation, that is 6a square plus pi r square. So 6a square in the sense a is given to a side, that is L. So 6 into L square plus pi into r, radius is L by 2, that is L by 2 into L by 2. That is equal to 6L square plus, when you multiply here, pi into L, that is L square by 2 into 2, 4. Then here L square is there in both the terms. Let's take L square outside. L square into the first term 6 is balanced, plus pi by 4 is the remaining one. So L square into 6 plus pi by 4. Then L square into, here common LCM 4 we can take. So here in below 6 there is no denominator. So you have to multiply this 4 with 6. So 6 into 4 plus pi. Here nothing to multiply because the denominator is already having 4 there. So nothing to multiply. 6 into 4 plus 5 divided by 4. That is equal to this, just a rearrangement only, nothing else. If you want to keep the answer like this also no problem. But here I am just going for a little bit of arrangement. This L square, this constant I am bringing here. So 1 by 4 into L square, then 6 into 4, that is 24 plus pi. So 1 by 4 L square into pi plus 24. This is just a rearrangement of this step only. So nothing new here. So 1 by 4 L square into pi plus 24, that is the surface area of the remaining solid. Move on to question number 6. A medicine capsule is in the shape of a cylinder with two hemispheres stuck to each other at its ends. The length of the entire capsule is 14 mm and the diameter of the capsule is 5 mm. Find its surface area. So you might have seen the capsules from what we are getting from the medical shops. So here a medicine capsule is in the shape of a cylinder with two hemispheres stuck to each other. So there is a diagram is given to us. This is the given diagram. and here the measurements also marked. So the diameter of the capsule is 5 millimeter, that is this portion, and the entire length is 14 millimeter. And let's visualize it once again. So there is a cylindrical portion and both the ends hemispheres are there. Then let's mark it here. Here the diameter is 5 millimeter. Diameter 5 millimeter in the sense the radius is 5 by 2 millimeter. The radius of the hemispherical portion is 5 by 2 millimeter. Then here the height of the cylinder we need to calculate. The total length is 14 millimeter. Total length is 14 millimeter, and left side 5 by 2 millimeter is gone. 5 by 2 means 2.5, and on the right side also 2.5 is gone. Means in total 2.5 plus 2.5, that is 5 millimeter is gone. So the height of cylinder we can calculate, that is 14 minus 5. How we have got 5 in the sense, here 5 by 2, that is 2.5, here 5 by 2, again 2.5. So 2.5 plus 2.5, 5 millimeter is reduced from both the ends. So the height of the cylinder is 14 minus 5, that is 9 millimeter. Now let's write it for hemisphere. The measurements, radius is 5 by 2 millimeter, and for cylinder radius is 5 by 2 millimeter, same radius only, and then the height is 9 millimeter we have calculated here. Then the total area of the capsule that we want to calculate, that is, it's a quite simple question. Curved surface area of cylinder plus curved surface area of two hemispheres, because only the curved areas are visible for us. This portion is visible, and this curved portion of cylinder is visible, and this curved portion of hemisphere is visible. So two hemispheres curved surface area plus curved surface area of cylinder, that is a total area. That is equal to curved surface area of cylinder is, we know the formula, 2 pi RH plus curved surface area of two hemispheres. So one hemisphere curved surface area is 2 pi r square. Two hemispheres are there, that is 2 into 2 pi r square. That is just substituted here. I am not taking anything common because we may go for cancellation. So 2 into 22 by 7 into here radius is 5 by 2 into height is 9, plus here this 2 is multiplied here, 2 into again 2 pi r square, 2 into pi is 22 by 7 into radius is 5 by 2. So 5 by 2 into 5 by 2. Once again 2 pi RH, the cylinder values, 2 into pi value is 22 by 7 into radius is 5 by 2 and the height is 9. Then this 2 pi r square is for hemisphere. So 2 into pi value is 22 by 7 into radius is 5 by 2 into 5 by 2. Then 2 cancelled. Then again here 2 and 2 cancelled, and one more 2 is cancelled. Then here on the first part 22 into 5 into 9 is written, 22 into 5 into 9 divided by 7, and in the second part 22 into 5 into 5 divided by 7. In the previous way also you can go for calculation. Here 22 and 5 by 7 is common. That way also you can go for calculation. It's not a problem. Calculation is your part, that you can choose any method. It's not a problem. Here 22 by 5 by 7 I have taken as common. Then here first part 9 is balanced plus second part 5. So here I have taken common. If without common, if you want to calculate separately hemisphere curved surface area, cylinder curved surface area, then you are adding together in the final step. That is also not a problem. So here 22 into 5 by 7 into 9 plus 5, that is equal to 22 into 5 by 7 into 9 plus 5. 9 plus 5 is 14. You can see here now 7 and 14 will be cancelled. So that is the benefit of this way of calculation. So cancellation and calculations will be very easy here when you take a common factor and do. So here 7 and 14 we have cancelled, it is 2. Finally we will get as 2 into 5 into 2 10. 22 into 5 into 2. So 22 into 10. 22 into 10 is 220 millimeter square. So the total area of the capsule is 220 millimeter square. Move on to question number 7. The question is, a tent is in the shape of a cylinder surmounted by a conical top. If the height and the diameter of the cylindrical part are 2.1 meter and 4 meter respectively, and the slant height of the top is 2.8 meter, find the area of the canvas used for making the tent. Also, find the cost of the canvas of the tent at the rate of 500 per meter square. Note that the base of the tent will not be covered with canvas. So here we are going to make a tent. You can just imagine the shape of a tent. It is in the shape of a cylinder surmounted by a conical top. Means cylinder, one end is attached with a cone. And here the height of and the diameter of the cylindrical part 2.1 meter and 4 meter is given, and the slant height of the top is 2.8 meter also given. We have to find out the area of canvas used for making the tent. Area of canvas in the sense, first of all we have to visualize the uh, tent. Here this is the shape of a tent, and the visible portion is here cylindrical portion, outside portion is visible. That means the curved portion of cylinder is visible, and the curved portion of cone also visible, and this circle will come inside the tent. It is not visible for us. And again in the question it is given the base of the tent will not be covered, means the here there is a circle, that portion also will not be included. Means simply the curved surface area of cylinder and curved surface area of cone, if you add, we will get the total surface area or total area of that particular tent we will get. Then we will go for marking the given measurement. Then height of the cylindrical part is 2.1 meter and the radius is given to us 2 meter. Here diameter is given. Diameter of the cylindrical part is 4 meter. So directly we can write diameter. From diameter, if you want to write the radius, just half, 4 by 2. 4 by 2 is 2 meter. Then the slant height of the conical portion is given, that is 2.8 meter. Then for cone we will write the measurement. R is 4 meter, sorry, R is 2 meter, then L is 2.8 meter. L means slant height, this one is 2.8 meter. And for cylinder we have radius 2 meter and height is 2.1 meter. Then area of the canvas. Area of the canvas in the sense which area it is visible for us. That one only we need to calculate. That is CSA of cone plus CSA of cylinder. CSA of cone, we know the formula pi RL. Here we have both R and L, so no need to calculate the third quantity. So pi RL plus curved surface area of cylinder is 2 pi RH. So just pi value 22 by 7 into radius. Radius is 2 into length or the slant height, that is 2.8 meter, plus 2 pi RH, 2 into pi value is 22 by 7 into radius of cylinder is 2 meter into height of the cylinder is 2.1 meter. Then just go for cancellation. Here 7 and 2.8 we can cancel. 7 4s are 28, but here 2.8 is there, so here it is 0.4 will come. Next is 7 and 2.1. 7 and 21 it will go 3 times. So here 2.1 is there, that's why it is 0.3. So the denominator problems are solved here. Then here 22 into 2 into 0.4, when we multiply we will get 17.6, plus here 2 into 22 into 2 into 0.3. When you multiply these four quantities we will get us 26.4. So when we add these two we will get 44 meter square. So that is the area of canvas. Now second part is there, we are asked to calculate the cost of canvas of the tent at the rate of 500 per meter square. Rate in the sense 1 meter square we have to pay 500 rupees. So cost of canvas of the tent for 1 meter square, that is 500. That is called the rate. Per meter square how much it is? For 1 meter square it is 500. Then we have 44 meter square of area. So cost of canvas of the tent for 44 meter square is 500 into 44. Then when we multiply these two we will get us rupees 22,000 we will get. So finally we will write the answer. The total cost is rupees 22,000. Next we shall discuss question number 8. From a solid cylinder whose height is 2.4 cm and diameter 1.4 cm, a conical cavity of same height and same diameter is hollowed out. Find the total surface area of the remaining solid to the nearest centimeter square. Here, from a solid cylinder, you must know what is solid cylinder and what is hollow cylinder. If you are taking a PVC pipe, that is the hollow cylinder, means inside is empty, inside is completely empty. If you are filling concrete inside the PVC pipe, then it is a solid cylinder. So that is the difference. So here completely filled cylinder, that is a solid cylinder whose height is 2.4 centimeter and diameter is 1.4 centimeter. A conical cavity of the same height and the same diameter is hollowed out. A conical portion is hollowed out. Hollowed out means removed. Just like previous question, depression question. Okay, just hollowed out means a conical portion is removed from the cylinder, solid cylinder, and the total surface area of the remaining solid. Here there is a cylinder and the height of the cylinder is 2.4 centimeter, and a conical portion is cut out or removed or hollowed out from a particular cylinder. And here condition is the diameter of the cone and the diameter of the cylinder both are same, and the height of the cone and the height of the cylinder, that also same. We are asked to find out the total surface area of the remaining solid to the nearest centimeter square. You must note this word nearest, that will explain at the end. So here, since the diameter is same, the radius also will be same, that is 0.7 centimeter. Diameter is 1.4, 1.4 by 2 is 0.7 centimeter. So let's write down cone measurements. Radius is 0.7 and height is 2.4 centimeter, same height as that of cylinder. Next we have to go for writing cylinder values. Cylinder radius is same, 0.7 centimeter, height also same, 2.4 centimeter. Now for cone we need to find out L, because we need to find out the total surface area. Total surface area in the sense, when you look at this remaining portion, there is a cylindrical portion, curved portion of cylinder is outside, that is CSA of cylinder. And when you look at inside, the curved portion is cone is visible, that is CSA of cone. CSA of cone formula is pi RL, means we need to calculate L. Then one more portion is there here, base of that cylinder, that is pi r square. This much portions we have to calculate, area we have to calculate, that I will explain later on. So let's calculate L. Root of 2.4 square plus 0.7 square. H is 2.4, R is 0.7. That is equal to 2.4 square is 5.76, 0.7 square is 0.449. When we add, we will get as root of 6.25. Here directly you can write the answer as 2.5, or else you can go for little more calculation. That is easy, I feel. So root of this 6.25 we can write it as 625 by 100. 625 by 100 is 6.25. So both are perfect squares. Now we can take the square root, that is 625 square root is 25 divided by 100 square is 10. So 25 by 10, that is equal to 2.5 centimeter. Then total surface area of the remaining solid, that is what we want to calculate. I have already explained you that part. That is CSA of cylinder, means from when we look at from outside, it is visible for us the curved portion of cylinder, that is CSA of cylinder, plus then when you look at inside from top, it is visible the conical portion of the curved portion of cone. So the curved portion of cone means CSA of cone. Again, when we look from outside to inside, here bottom portion, there is a circular portion is also visible, that is not removed. So plus area of circle. Once again, curved surface area of cylinder, and when you look inside, there is a curved surface area of cone, and there is a bottom portion that is also not removed, that is circle, area of circle. Let's substitute the values. 2 pi RH plus pi RL plus pi R square formulas. Then when we substitute it, 2 into pi value is 22 by 7 into radius 0.7, h is 2.4. First part is over, plus pi RL 22 by 7 into R is 0.7 into L is 2.5, plus pi R square 22 by 7 into 0.7 into 0.7. Cancellation, 7 and 0.7 will get as 0.1. This type of calculation we have to be careful because decimal fractions. Then here also 7 and 0.7 we can go for cancellation, 0.1 will get, here also 0.1 will get. So the denominator is all cancelled. Then here 2 into 22 into 0.1 into 2.4. When you multiply these four quantities, you will get 10.56. Once again, I just want to remind you, you must do the calculation and show it on the right side of your notebook. So it must be seen when you send the note. Don't simply copy the answers. Then next one, 22 into 0.1 into 2.5. When you multiply, you will get as 5.5 plus 22 into 0.1 into 0.7, you will get as 1.54. When you add these three quantities, you will get as 17.6. So 17.6 is the exact answer. That is the accurate answer we call. Then this is equal to 18 centimeter square. Just we are rounding off this one because we are asked to write to the nearest centimeter square. We are asked to round off to the nearest centimeter square. Now it is 17.6. So after 0.5 it will round off to the next digit, that is 17.6 will round off to the next digit is 18 centimeter square approximately. This is the meaning of writing to the nearest centimeter square. So the area of remaining solid surface is equal to 17.6 centimeter square, that is equal to 18 centimeter square. In bracket you have to write approximate answer, that is. Next we shall discuss the last question from the exercise. A wooden article was made by scooping out a hemisphere from each end of a solid cylinder as shown in figure. If the height of the cylinder is 10 centimeter and its base is of radius 3.5 centimeter, find the total surface area of the article. A wooden article was made by scooping out. Scooping out means, as I said before, the ice cream case means you are removing a hemisphere from each end of a solid cylinder. Solid cylinder also I have explained to you. It is completely filled cylinder, like in a PVC pipe if you fill the concrete. That is the example. As shown in the figure, if the height of the cylinder is 10 centimeter and its base of radius 3.5 centimeter, find the total surface area of the article. So the diagram is given to us like this. Radius is 3.5 centimeter and height of the cylinder is 10 centimeter. Here hemisphere measurements we will write radius 3.5 and for cylinder radius is 3.5 and height is 10 centimeter. We are asked to find out the total surface area of the article. So the total surface area is CSA of cylinder, means the outside portion, CSA of cylinder, plus this portion is gone, means this is CSA of hemisphere, and the same way in the bottom also hemisphere portion is gone, that is CSA of hemisphere. So 2 into CSA of hemisphere. So this is the way of calculation. Then this question you will do it as homework. The balance portion you will try it as homework. Dear students, today we have discussed questions from exercise 13.1. Hope it is clear for you all. I request all the students to do these questions independently and without seeing the formula from anywhere. You have to write the formula from your memory and you have to try it all the questions in a separate sheet of paper, and while solving, if you have any doubt, please note it and keep. We will discuss it during the online session. Thank you for watching.